But we have a science-based system.
Weak script. Mm-hmm. Science-based system called the SCUM system. I would like to.
Yeah, well then we can absolutely choose to.
We should. This is a mainline episode. We should scum it.
The SCUM system for SMARM, cultural insensitivity, unprovoked violence, and misogyny. How smarmy is this movie, and why is the answer very?
It's so fucking pleased with itself. I decided this shit was going to get a 10 on SMARM when they were doing the fucking like car chase, and the song is just like, "You've got to run away," or some shit like this. And I'm like,
it's Iran.
It's Iran. It's like, fuck off. All right.
Is this the smarmiest movie we've ever seen?
It's definitely the most pleased with itself.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I could give it a 10.
It might be
10 out of 7.
Yeah. It's sort of like it's in the ways that a Guy Ritchie movie is smarmy and pleased with itself. It's those, but without sort of like earning it even a fraction as much. Because like I get sick of that shit when Guy Ritchie does it. When someone imitating Guy Ritchie does it, it's just like it's all style, no substance, and so fucking smug about it. 10 out of 7.
Cultural insensitivity.
I mean,
the Germans are culture.
Yeah, German culture.
Really.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Wow. German culture, sure.
Yeah, perversion.
Germans are sort of
German
nerds.
Civilization.
The French are sexy. Britain is correctly identified as a shit country for pricks and a joke, which I do appreciate. Good. It gets a point off for that for me.
Yeah, it's quite fun that every nation in this is like has its stereotypes that they keep mentioning the Queen and stuff, but American neutral, normal, everyone else weird.
Totally normal. Yes. Yeah. Oh my god, it really is just Ronin for girls, like a CIA agent undercover, like making besties with a French spy. It's like, okay,
it's pretty white.
It's
completely white.
Very white. I would go like I don't know,
3,
4. Yeah.
Okay.
4. Middle of the road.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Disappointing, but like whatever.
Yeah.
Unprovoked violence. 9, 10.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, we're constantly being asked.
It's unprovoked. Most of the violence is against people who are like, "Why are you fighting me, dude?"
Yeah, that's the plot of the film. Actually,
we work together.
Yeah, and we are supposed to enjoy it too. So that's it's got to be like 7 out of 7. Like,
yeah, okay, yeah.
It's the most like unprovokedest violence film we've ever seen. Misogyny.
Ooh, high, very high,
very high.
I would say it's nakedly exploitative. And exploitative in a way that is like so pleased with itself. You can tell the bits that it does to like sort of fend off, to try and beat the allegations, right? Like to do the scene of like Delphine getting murdered, but to have her like fight back a bit enough to like injure James McAvoy, right? Is like that's such a we didn't make her helpless, so you're not allowed to get mad at us. I'm not touching you. I hate it. I really don't like it. 2017 as well. Like, we should have a higher bar.
Should have known better. Like, and little things like the fact that like you've got 3 women in the film, 2 of whom are named and have arcs, which is better than some films we've seen. But like, we're always seeing them in their underwear, and we're always introduced to them with these like very objectifying shots. And even the pathologist is fucking like 10 out of 10, despite being like an extra. Like, I keep returning to this idea that you're only allowed to be in movies as a woman if you're a certain kind of very sexy. Whereas look at the body shape diversity on show in the male cast. You've got guys who are old, you've got guys who are bald, you've got guys who are big, guys who are little. You've got like twinks.
If they had made the KGB, the big KGB guy who kills you and reuses his shitty lines, a woman, I would have come in my fucking pants. I swear to God, but they didn't. And that's their loss.
Like the 2 named female characters with arcs are both like your 10 out of 10 smoke shows. It's like, okay.
Yeah, give me a huge sort of like heavy set, not even like pretty or like handsome or whatever Russian woman who would kill me. That's pretty good.
Just want an absolute like bricked up KGB agent.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? It would have been better.
It would have been better.
It would have been so much better. I mean, it would have been also a bit homophobic, but like still.
Yeah, we would complain about that when it comes up, but I think it would be.
Yeah, you can't win with us, and nor should you, because this is an anti-movie podcast.
I think that's why you have to run every movie past us before you release it.
The one thing I can say in this film's defense is that it does not show a corrective rape that is shown to work on screen, which is the worst thing I think we've ever seen.
The faintest praise is that like there's no rape in it.
I think we gave Goldfinger a 9 for misogyny.
I would comfortably give this like a 6, right? I think I would like knock off a point for like earnestly trying to do what if James Bond, noted sociopath piece of shit, was a woman, is an interesting thing to explore, and they did make an attempt.
Yes. Okay, that's a fair point. I still want to give it like a 7.
That's fine.
Yeah,
All right, fine.
Yeah, because yes, that is an interesting point, but I think it is outweighed by that's a point that we consider like in the realm of forms, whereas like I'm considering what is shown on screen, which is
sure.
Do women
and of course naturally the Kronstein goes to Charlize Theron.
Yes,
trying to kill the driver of a vehicle she was in.
Trying to kill Satchel.
Always so good.
No good night because we can't tell who the fuck anyone's side is on.
No. This was a boring, confusing, irritating movie to rewatch.
And it gives us a total score of...
This is going to be high as fuck.
It's going to be high as fuck. Gives us a total score of 28, which means it is tied with Live and Let Die for the worst film we have ever seen on the podcast.
My God, and I remember this fondly.
As Live and Let Die.
Do you know how many people have been like, "Oh, guys, you should watch Atomic Blonde. It's so good," and we're just here like, "This is the worst movie we've ever seen."
Alice, you saved it by suggesting 6 for misogyny. I was ready to give it a 9, and that would have made it a 30. But no, it is 28. It is tied. With a film that was made in like fucking 1805 or whenever the fuck Live and Let Die was made.
Napoleon is master of Europe. Oceans are now battlefields. Only one man stands before him, James Bond. This was dismal to rewatch.
It made me sad.
But I mean,
looking forward to auditioning for the sequel, though.
Yeah, very much.
Maybe the sequel will be better. Let a woman direct it.
It will be.
Let a woman be in it.
Yeah. Right now, they are googling Spotify 90s playlists, and once they have enough bangers, there's going to be a movie.